Welcome, people. Welcome to my global Philatelic Project channel. Here we will talk about philately. That means stamps, or timbre, or seios if you want, or brief market, even francobolli or snatchki. So let's go. The topic today is how much history is hidden behind the philatelic issue, how much dense is the symbolism in stamps, and how much does it reflect current value. We will see it in one set of the Italian Ethiopian from 1936. So relax, sit down, be calm, and music, of course. Today we are talking about a collection that includes just one set of 7 value, Italian, Ethiopia in 1936. Small historical introduction. Ethiopia was an independent kingdom, one of the few in Africa. Then, fascist Italy attacked it in 1935 and after 1 year, in 1936, occupied it definitely. This war overthrew the regime of the Emperor Haile Selassie, and after a few months, Italian fascists proclaimed the East Africa Italian Empire. That was a sort of administrative union of the territory occupied before by Italy in the Horn of Africa, which will continue until the end of the Second World War. Between the end of the Ethiopian Empire and the beginning of the Italian East Africa Empire, there was time only for one set of stamps. In this case, therefore, the collection of Italian Ethiopia is only one set. This is quite curious and not so frequent. Obviously, those who collect stamps from Ethiopia knows that the issues that have circulated in this territory are much more and reach up to the present day. But today, I want to focus on this set of 7 value. Let's analyze them carefully. They show in the foreground the face of the King of Italy, Vittorio Emanuele III, in a military uniform. The entire stamp is built as a propaganda image for the fascist regime in that time. For example, in addition to the year of issue, you can read the corresponding fascist year in Roman numbers. The regime's idea was to start a new era for humanity, as well symbolized by the idea of counting the years of history started from the beginning of the fascist regime itself. We can also note the fascio littorio. It appears many times in the stamps of that period, but exactly what does it mean? What was the symbol of fascio littorio? Why this symbol appears so frequently? We have to get back to Roman Empire. In that time, fascio littorio represented the power of life or death over Roman condemned men. So, in ancient Rome, the weapon carried by lictors, lictorius, which consisted of a bundle of wooden strips tied with leather strips, normally around an axe. It later became a symbol of power of greater authority, the imperium, and took the typical shape of a cylindrical bundle symbolizing the power to punish, tied together by red leather ribbons, in Latin fasces, symbols of sovereignty and union, to which a bronze axe was sometimes fixed. The fasces has been taken up by fascist propaganda to create a sort of ideal connection between the regime and the glory of the Roman Empire. It was a symbol of what Italy had been and what it would have wanted to be. But back to the stamps now. If we look at the background in the horizontal issue, there are some significant landscapes of Ethiopia. Aksum obelisk, castle of Gondar, tomb of the holy man Sheikh Hussein. All these places are highly symbolic and represent Ethiopian history, culture, and religious tradition. Overall, the whole series is a propagandistic representation of the Italian colonial force, which can be summarized in this way. The King of Italy, throughout the fascist regime, dominates Ethiopia. The culture, history, and territory now belong to Italy. I wanted to take these stamps as an example of this colonialist ideology, but there is a plenty of similar example in other colonial collections all over the world. It is fascinating to see from this point of view how the stamps reflect the ideology of the time. Being interested in philately also means put yourself in a history and in the culture of historical period far away from us. This is also why collecting and talking about philately fascinated me so much. I hope to be able to cover this interesting through these weekly videos. There are many topics to cover and many interesting topics to cover. So thank you to follow me until now. If you want to help me, put a like because it's very, very important. Or you can subscribe my channel to see the future video. But now, thank you very much. Have a nice philatelic week. Bye bye.